Hey everybody, hope you had a great Christmas. New Year's is coming up fast, and I want to get a video out before that time. Been a few days since my last one. You know, obviously the holidays and everything kind of affected that. We were doing some traveling, you know, just seeing family like most people do this time of the year. Just adjust that camera a little bit. So I actually just got this mail call today. This is a model, the Cold Steel Tiger Claw, that I've been looking at for, I don't know, quite a few months now, maybe even more than a year. And got a little bit of Christmas money. Yeah, that's still a thing. And just decided to pull the trigger on this one. Well, of course, you know, when I was looking at these 6-8 months ago, they were more than easy to come by. I mean, Amazon had them, and Knife Center had them, and Blade HQ had them. Of course, because of all the COVID stuff, the supply line issues, all that going on. These, besides eBay, were, I shouldn't say impossible to find, but they were really difficult to find, especially in the straight edge. I shouldn't say straight edge, the non-serrated edge is probably a better way to put it. So, thought about it, I was like, you know, do I want to pay a premium for the non-serrated edge? Decided it wasn't worth it, really. I mean, this knife, you know, it's primarily for self-defense, but you can also use it for everyday tasks. I figured the serrated edge would be just about as good as the non-serrated edge. Give you guys a close-up. It's sort of like a chisel ground serrated edge. It's kind of cool. You can see there 5 small indentations followed by a large tooth, or 5 small teeth. That's probably a better way to put it. So anyway, decided to pull the trigger on the serrated edge, and I found this guy on eBay for a pretty good price. I think it was like 108, or 110 with shipping. Amazon did have a few, but they were asking like 175 or something. So yeah, I don't remember the eBay seller, but really positive experience. I mean, $9 for shipping. I think I ordered it, I don't know, maybe late last week, and I just got it today, so pretty fast shipping too. And let me tell you what, this thing is like, I mean, the blade stock is thick. The lock is thick. This has the triad lock, which I'm sure some of you guys are familiar with. And this thing is super hefty. Like, you can hear the disengagement of that lock. You can hear when it engages as well. This thing probably has the strongest feeling back lock of any knife that I've ever handled. To be honest, it's probably the strongest back lock in performance too. I know these triad locks are tested to extreme conditions. I'm sure Cold Steel has some videos on their YouTube channel about it, but yeah, just insane lock feel on this thing. I mean, it feels like you're opening a safe when you disengage that. And then it honestly feels like a fixed blade when the blade's open and the lock's engaged. It's super stout. This is just kind of a first impressions video, but yeah, lock is super stout. I also like the Emerson opener here. It's just kind of a tab, which you can actually take off if you want, with a little torque screw there. Probably a T6 or something. That's kind of a nice feature if you don't want to mess around with the Emerson feature. I know some people like it. I'm not a huge fan, but on a karambit style knife like this, kind of makes sense. Overall length is about 9 inches. I think the blade itself is about 3.5. This is a Cold Steel that was made before the company was purchased, made in Taiwan, but that does not mean anything in terms of quality. This is a very well made knife. You know, as I said, the lock is extremely strong, and I mean, it feels extremely strong. Centering is really good on it, especially for the style of this blade. It's pretty impressive that it's that you know, well centered with how the blade's shaped. And yeah, this is a good steel too. CTS Xhp. Pretty rare to see it on a karambit style knife. Spyderco used it some. I know Cold Steel used to use it quite frequently. They kind of switched over to S35 after they had issues getting CTS Xhp. But it is a carpenter steel, and you know, pretty well known for corrosion resistance, edge retention. You know, just kind of a good all-around steel. This one arrived. I mean, it's like brand new. I don't know what the year of it is, but I mean, you can see the tip there is pretty well factory. No rust on the blade, and yeah, I mean, the G10 looks brand new. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys some initial impressions on this. I'm going to carry it some in the next few days, so I may post up a follow-up video, just, you know, kind of what it's like to carry this knife. This is my first karambit style, so I'm kind of curious, just, you know, about how it feels. You know, if people notice it, if it kind of creates an issue in that sense of like it scares people, you know, something like that. I'll probably carry a backup like Swiss Army with it or whatnot, but yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the Cold Steel Tiger Claw with the serrated edge. Honestly, I think it looks cooler anyway. You can see the point there a little bit better. Not quite as fine as the Spyderco Civilian, but this blade would be a lot more stout, which makes sense being that it's a cold steel. So anyway, if you guys have any comments or questions, please leave those below. Give me a like and a subscribe if you haven't, and we will talk to you on the next one. Have a good one. See you guys.